Well, I'm not disappointed. 7 popcorns is pretty good. And we want to start a movement called #ChooseKind. This movie is unique. It's deeply moving. And also, we understand why it's been a New York Times bestseller.
So, as you know, Leanne is international, and she got a chance to catch up with Owen Wilson, as well as Izabela Vidovic, about this enthralling story of kindness.
The new movie Wonder is based on the best-selling book of the same name by R.J. Palacio and is beautifully written and directed by Steven Chbosky.
I know you don't always like it, but I love it. It's my son's face.
Izabela, Owen, so good to have you on Expresso Morning Show. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm going to kick it off with you, Owen. I think that you are probably one of, or let me quote something that Jacob said, you're probably one of the funniest people he's ever met, and you really are the comic relief that one really needs in a movie like this. Is that how it is for you? Like, do you bring a lot of yourself to the roles that you play?
Well, I know that I think kind of, one of the things that made my father, I feel like, such a good dad in raising 3 boys was his humor, and that it isn't, always kind of heavy-handed, now I'm going to teach you about this moral lesson. That a big part of, at least our family, was kind of humor and kidding around, and so yeah, I feel that, and Steven Chbosky did a good job kind of getting that element into Nate's character.
Exactly. I read somewhere, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you said your whole life had prepared you for this role. Why was it so important for you to attach your name to it?
Maybe being a parent or something. I mean, having 2 little boys now, and this is a movie that I'm proud to be a part of, and I'll be happy for them to see, because I do think it's such a affecting story. So in that sense, yeah, I don't know if I was born to play this part, but I feel lucky to have done it.
Well, it's absolutely amazing. Izabela, your character is probably one of my favorite ones. I have to tell you that I love the multifaceted nature of this movie, and that you get to see everything from everybody's point of view. What was probably one of the most impactful scenes for you, and why was it so wonderful to be able to be a part of this film for you?
It was an amazing opportunity to be given to be a part of a film that that evokes so many different emotions out of people, and for great reasons. And I think I'd have to say that a scene that was really special for me was the scene between Via and Augie, when she comes into his bedroom and he's really sort of dejected, and it's Halloween and he doesn't want to go trick-or-treating, and she's very real with him and candid. And I think she talks to him in a way that nobody else can, because she loves him, and she knows where his heart is, and he knows where her heart is. And
what are you hoping audiences will take away from this movie?
I'm hoping that audiences will, well, generally the message to choose kind, but I think just a whole message of acceptance and love for everybody, and equality, and treating people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah, and I think, it's sort of the same thing. I always hope that they'll be entertained, and right. In this case, the way they'll be entertained is maybe the same thing that moved me when I read the script, that it's a story that really makes you feel something, and you admire Augie's kind of bravery, and that inspires you.
Well, thank you so much for an amazing movie. The one brief I had for myself is do not cry. I saw it. The emotions are sitting right here. It is incredible. Let your heart be stirred and be a part of the movement to #ChooseKind when you watch the film Wonder, which will be in South African cinemas from 8 December.